Hey there. Long time, huh? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry to have disappeared from the face of, at least the face of TG. Not quite the face of the earth. But it has been a long haul. It is Friday, May 26th. We're heading into Memorial Day weekend. It's freezing here in California. I mean, I even had to dig up one of my heavier vintage Aloha shirts to stay warm. Well, I could obviously close the doors and things like that, but this is California. We don't do that around here. We let people put on sweaters when it gets cold. But yeah, it's been windy and it feels like November. And here we're going into Memorial Day weekend. I should take a second and wish my darling wife happy birthday. Sunday's her birthday. Speaking of which, I want to thank everybody who took the time to, well, first of all, post some nice things, but also to send in some cards and nice little gifts and stuff like that. I got to tell you, this it was harder. It's harder than I expected. Not really. It's just that it's a lot of work. This whole rehabbing thing from knee surgery, which is been 3.5 weeks ago. It was on Monday. This next Monday will be 4 weeks, and it's a full-time job. I mean, I'm spending 6 hours a day, either exercising, stretching, resting, elevating, and icing it. Sometimes that's for like an hour at a time, with it like up in the air and the little ice machine working and stuff. And it's been so worth it. I can feel like by camp this year, I will be able to walk. It's going to be 8 weeks after my second one, again coming up in a few weeks. So I really appreciate everybody's concern and patience with. I'm not sure. I'm hoping to get to a couple of new lessons over the next 2 weeks, but it may not happen. I'm just we'll see. And I really have barely touched the guitar in that amount of time. Nails have gotten one broke, and they're just way too long. So right after I get away from this, I'm gonna have to go work on it. Don't ever let your thumbnail get that long. It's really dangerous. Aside from the fact that it could break, you could really hurt somebody or yourself. You know, quick little itch, and you think, oh my God, took out a chunk of skin. So, boy, but I am feeling. Oddly enough, still have there's tiny little tingling in my fingers, and as I try to play something, actually yesterday I did play 2 things in between lessons. I did have Wednesday had a full day of lessons, and all I can do with lessons really right now is I can do 2 or so in a row. I got to remember to get up every 10 or 15 minutes. I can't sit very long before everything just locks up. There's a big old scar. Of course, it's not this knee. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to sit and play the guitar when I get to the right one. It's the left one that we had done last week. Let's see if I get through this. Coming Back. That was Bluesland again. I'm sure you've heard me play that before. It was something I was working on back in January, August, maybe. I don't even remember now. But not Davy Graham, Jerry Reed. When I was in the hospital, this was pretty cool. There was 2 times somebody came along and was playing guitar music in the corridor, and I thought, wow, that's pretty neat. Maybe I should go down there and return the favor sometime. And they, one guy, I didn't get his name. I was a little foggy at the time, but he played something just outside my door, and I called him and I said, hey, that sounds like a Jerry Reed song, and now I can't remember what it's called. Oh my gosh, see, that's what I mean. I was kind of fuzzy. But part of the rehab routine has also been, today I overdid it on, I set up a bike on a trainer, and my physical therapist said, get on the bike and, and pedal. And getting the knee bent at the top of each pedal, the first 10 times over hurt. But that's good. Got to work on the range of motion. I'll give you way more details than you probably need. But with the damage to my knees, the way they have been for quite a few years now, I can't straighten them out. And they measure this. They like you to be at 0 degrees, where it's perfectly straight. And my the unrepaired knee right now, probably the old one too, is like at -14. That means 14 degrees short, which means I could never stand up straight. I'm an inch shorter than it says on my driver's license. I've gained half of it back because my left knee now can get to like -5. They say I'm going to get to 0. I don't believe it, but it still feels great to be at -5. And then they try to measure the how much you can flex it, and I want you to be at 120 or 130, and I got it to 124 the other day. So that's I might be ready to go out on a real bike ride, at least around the block, pretty soon. Play that progression today. We can't do another descending A minor thing. Pick up something different quick. Let's go to D minor. I keep coming back to this descending bass thing in A minor. I keep trying to get away from it. And I ended up doing this little sequence in D minor. Let's try that again. Well, I think I've told you enough about what's going on. Again, things are really looking up, and I want to thank Vanessa for helping out so much. Like, she's a great lesson on, I gotta confess, a band I have never heard of. So, Ultravox. I imagine maybe some of our European folks are up on them, but it's kind of cool. I appreciate being schooled a little bit on some of the other neat things that have happened outside the realm of what we're exposed to here in the U.S. Been listening to a lot of Mike Oldfield lately too. I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. His Return to Omadon album I really liked. So, well, anyway, keep playing, and I hope everybody's found enough stuff to keep them busy here at TG. I did get something else posted today. Some hopefully some of you have seen the Hogan family videos. I was really proud of my kids for getting up there and playing. And you know, Corey kind of worked out this arrangement of In My Life, and they just pulled it together, and then we just sort of got up there and improvised. You really need a pick for that. What am I trying to do? And a 12-string guitar. Anyway, and we will be posting more videos. I got a lot of people who played on the last night are perfectly happy sharing their videos with our friendly and loyal TG audience. So we'll have a few more highlights from some of the open mics coming out that we'll be sharing with everybody. And I hope a few people are still out there thinking about joining us in August 21st. Asilomar, beautiful place. Monterey Coast, beaches, trails, golf, coolness. In August, it can be really hot here, but at Asilomar, it won't. Matter of fact, the warning: if you're coming, bring a sweatshirt. It will be cold. Well, if all goes well, next week, maybe a new lesson, but at least a little bit more. I will be back to being visible and engaged. So that's it for today, and I think I'm going to play the guitar a little bit more today. This has been really fun.